What's good, everybody? It's your boy Phillip Earl, and I'm back in here with another YouTube video. And we got a good one, folks. We got the Danza Project featuring Charleston White, and they're talking about racism. Let's get it.
Was a doctor that was sent home that lost his job. I also know a few individuals who lost their life behind bars. But I know a doctor who ran somebody over and just, you can't practice being a doctor anymore. But you're good to go.
When you look at local arrests, but nobody's pulling the reports, you would see that this exists. Police pull over more black people than anybody for basic traffic stop. All of this is in reports. It's there. Yeah. They do studies on this. To this day, it's all still there. But because it's so hidden, it's hard to prove. So the critical race theory debate, that's a lot of white people saying, y'all are trying to reteach hate by saying racism existed and it still exists. That's to make the new generation believe that it don't exist. Because we got a lot of mulattoans now. We got black kids who look like Latinos, that look like Arabs, that look Italian because they're mixed kids now.
You pointing at me so I look like an Arab? No, I'm fucking with you. But hold on, goddammit.
But
see, that sounded racist on my part. I don't got no beef with no Arabs.
No. But you still have dark-skinned black people.
Yeah.
They're gonna be mistreated even worse.
Absolutely.
Yeah, my listen, my Haitian brothers, homie, my dark skin, my 100% black people. We don't realize that we're gonna be treated worse than our ancestors in the future of this country because racism still exists and we don't have no protection for us over racism. Meaning anybody can hate us and act on it, and we have no protection.
No real defense.
We can't hate nothing, and you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, but because mixed children, homie, will still be black, they're gonna get confused for being Italian. They're gonna get confused for being Arab. They're gonna get confused for being Hispanic, but they're gonna be black children. So,
for a long time,
dark-skinned black people is going to have to eventually end up leaving America. They're going to have to get a passport and end up going other places. For one, they won't be able to get into the digital world. Even on social media, black platforms is done one way. We're not paid how we're supposed to be paid. Our content is paid is less. So come on, man, it's coming back. It's coming back.
It's crazy.
What we thought we wouldn't put up with as slaves is coming back.
Well, he does make a good point there. But what he don't realize is that we do have a tool to fight back with. It's called the Purest Form of Stupidity tool by yours truly, Phillip Earl Weston. Yeah, that's right. I just came up with it. And so I will be rolling it out so that we can combat this racism out here. You're never going to get rid of racism. Racism always going to exist. It existed then. It exists now. It exists forever. Okay. George Wallace. Yeah. That's just how it's going to be. Racism. But we got a tool now. Purest form of stupidity, because that's what racism is. It's the purest form of stupidity. That's right. I said it. And because I said it, that's what makes it so. Phillip Earl Weston said it. That's what makes it so. Just like the white man that put the N-word on black people. One white man did that, and it made it so. So I'm the one black man that's putting the purest form of stupidity on racism, because that's what it is. Let's proceed.
We seeing it, homie. So even on social media platform, nigga, that's why I specifically told you two brothers, nigga, y'all gonna go far. Because y'all two handsome, yellow niggas on camera. And y'all are marketable.
He did say that.
Y'all are I told y'all that from the beginning, homie. Y'all are marketable.
Dark as shit though, man.
And look what happened.
It is.
That's dark as
What
shit.
happened?
Look,
No pun intended.
No pun intended. And nigga, y'all blew up because of the look.
Right. You're not wrong.
Because of the look, homie.
It does.
Nigga, y'all nigga blew up, homie, because of the look.
You know what I was about to say is, for the longest time, because I came up rapping. And shout out to the Buffalo Bills. Y'all just lost. I'm upset.
He got a bad
I've been watching it the entire time, taking off the jacket now, by the way. Fuck. All right, I've been trying to pay attention and chill out, listening to Charleston speak gems, and I'm like, fuck. Let these motherfuckers score again. But
saying shout out to my Zoe niggas. My Zoes came in the building. They make sure I'm safe when I go to Miami.
Sure. And by the way, I want to add
All
this.
the ZVs in the
Listen, at about like 12:10, 12:15, y'all hit the super chats. We're gonna ask Charleston White the questions you want to ask on the super chats. We appreciate everybody. I've been watching y'all. I'm paying attention to what y'all are saying on the chats. And now when you take off the top, you also got to take off the other part right there, because for whatever reason this shit just did what it said. You know what? It ain't even expensive. That shit's broken. You know what I mean? I was like, wait a second, what's going on? I tried to pour my drink, and I'm like, this shit's over already. Charleston White brought his boys here, and they drank the whole bottle that quick. I ain't even see them
Send
do
my
it.
nigga back there.
You know what I mean?
We finna go kick it afterward. Okay, man. Yeah. Now them.
So when I was rapping, when I was younger, and I grew up in the east side of Buffalo, New York. If you don't know where the east side of Buffalo, New York, listening to enough of Griselda music could teach you. So I grew up, and I'm Puerto Rican, Dominican. I grew up around blacks, so I used to be comfortable saying nigga.
Yeah.
After a while, I felt like, you know what, that ain't my place. I don't want to have the debate. I don't want to have the argument. So I just eliminated from the dictionary. I don't got enough pride to sit there and be like, I got to spit this. I got to say this every single time. And I changed I changed it up just because of the fact that I don't feel like that's something that needs to even be in my vocabulary.
I love my Puerto Rican brothers like you, homie, that comes because you're culturally, you're grounded in your culture. So most real Puerto Ricans that I meet, homie, they proud to be Boricua. Mm-hmm. Proud. And when you proud of who you are, you realize you know you ain't nigga. And you know that even though I'm your nigga, my mama ain't. So she gonna be offended by you when she hear you say that. My grandmama ain't. I'm your nigga. So if you get too comfortable saying that word, me and you gonna be at the store, and that old woman gonna hear you use it, and she gonna be really disrespected by it, and she ain't gonna say nothing, but she gonna be hurt by this Puerto Rican boy. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. So I thank you for honoring our nation, homie, and letting us have that. I thank you for that, fam.
Yeah. And for me, it's just like I don't need to. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like you got all these artists that do. Do you feel like there's any difference in it? Or do you get offended when you do hear it? Like,
well, I don't get offended because I understand that people don't know, they don't know the extent of a nigger. They think it's a word, but those are people.
It is a word, Charleston, and it's a racial slur. The N word with a hard R is a racial slur. The N word ending in A, well, that's a term of endearment. Black people, we've accepted the word as ours. You're not going to place a word on us and then turn around and take it away from us. No, that's not how it works. It's our word, and we're going to use it amongst ourselves. And some of us are going to be monetized by it and make a ton of money. And that's just how it is. Okay? But the N word with the hard R, that is a racial slur. And that's what the purest form of stupidity tool is for. That's what you use to fight back with it. Now, how do you use it? Okay? 'Cause that's what you came to YouTube for, was to learn how to. You simply say, excuse me, sir. Excuse me, ma'am. You know that racism is the purest form of stupidity. which makes you the dumbest of the dumb. You just won the dumbest of the dumb award. Congratulations. And if you don't know, now you know. And you drop the mic and walk off with some pride, okay? Because everybody knows that this person just used a racial slur towards you, okay? And it don't matter what they're saying, because everybody's looking at them all crazy. How could you? And you graduated from where? That's why this is going to work, because everybody's trying to be smart and educated. Nobody wants to be the dumbest of the dumb. And when you make a mistake and call somebody a racial slur, you get canceled in this culture, because that's what we live in. Microwave society, cancel culture. Check it out for yourself if you don't believe me.
And that was their name. When they died, they heard, die, nigger. Not nigger. Die, nigger. And it had a hate tone with it. I don't want that nigger in here. Where you going, nigger? Get from over there, nigger. That was their name. And that was a race of people. It wasn't a word. See, we think it's just a word. Those people are still living.
I heard you touch on this before.
That's what makes it a racial slur, because it's actual human beings that lived through that period, that went through all the beatings, the whippings, all the stuff that came along with that racial slur, okay? And this is why we have to stand up and defend ourselves against that racial slur, okay?
Them people ain't gone all the way just at the picture.
Yeah.
Those people still on earth, my nigga.
Just like people still from the Holocaust. They still,
Yeah,
that
my
history
nigga.
is still here.
To erase that word is to erase what those people endured, because that word is the sting of what they had to endure. Nigga, we came and took the sting out of it, and we own it. We took the power.
It's ours.
We took the power from the white man in his word that cursed those people. Yeah. We ain't cursing no people no more.
Nope.
We proud to be nigga.
Proud.
But we shame to say nigger. We get mad. Nigga.
Don't get mad.
We don't even know what they went through, because we don't talk to our grandparents.
Don't get mad. Use that purest form of stupidity tool that I just gave you. That's what it's for. We don't get angry anymore. That's an angry black man. That's an angry black person. No, I'm not. I'm slapping you upside your head with this purest form of stupidity tool. I just mollywopped your behind with it. Yeah, that's what you're mad about. And thank you to Phillip Earl Weston for giving us this tool. You're welcome.
Mothers. We ain't talked to now motherfucker ever been hit with a whip to know what we wouldn't take if we was them. We was told to go inside during the pandemic, and we did. So we would have took the whipping too. We wouldn't have fought back. We didn't fight back during the pandemic.
Yikes.
And nigga, they was using real brute force over us back then. They didn't use no brute force to tell us to wear masks.
Suggestive.
So I'm saying,
And that's systemic racism. That's why it will always exist. Okay, people with the power, last time I checked, they're white. And so that's always going to be the case until black people own things, okay? And that we can have our own systems in place and employ our own people and make it to where we're not discriminating against people of color. That's the only way you're going to be lesser racism. That's the only way. It's always going to exist, no matter what. But we can lessen it by empowering our own people to hire our own people, okay? To give loans to our own people and not discriminate against them. That's how we overcome it.
record, I ain't listen to anything them
Me
motherfucking
neither.
cocksuckers said. I did what the fuck I wanted.
Me
to
too.
do.
I was fucking with no rubbers,
I
no
worked.
nothing.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
drove. I worked. I was out there with no mask on. Everybody that said they had COVID, I was giving them a hug.
So
Like, give me that COVID, goddamn it. I'm good with it.
I traveled a lot.
So
Yeah,
to
fuck
erase the word nigger and to be offended by the word nigger and to embrace the word nigga means you're an oxymoron. Because you can't say, what's up, my nigga? I'm a real nigga. I'm a down nigga. And get mad when somebody call you a nigger. You ain't a nigger. You could never be. They really complimenting you. You just uneducated and ignorant to not know the difference. That nigger is a compliment because you only got called nigger when you didn't do what they told you to do. Other than that, you was boy or girl. Come here, boy. Boy, didn't I tell you that? What are you looking at me like that, boy? You only was nigger when you rebelled and you made them angry.
What he's saying right there makes sense, but it does not excuse the fact that the N word with the hard R is a racial slur. It does not take away. It does not take that away. It's still a racial slur. It was meant to be a racial slur. It was meant to denigrate a race of people. That's what makes it a racial slur. Okay. We've changed the word and put an A on the end of it instead of the ER. We put an A on the end of it. Okay. That changed the word totally. It makes it a term of endearment now when you call me that. It means I'm a badass mofo. That's what it means. That's what I take from it. That's why I occasionally will use it. But you'll never hear me use the N word with the hard R. Why would I use that word? It's a racial slur. It's the purest form of stupidity. Why would I use it? You want to know, and I know you want to know. Phillip Earl, what made you come up with the purest form of stupidity? I'm glad you asked. Let me enlighten you. I got a daughter, okay? She's 19 years old. Was working at McDonald's, okay? They're behind, like they usually are, and the customers are upset. Lady comes in from outside. She's been waiting for her food for a while. My daughter has her food ready for her in her hands. And the lady looks at her and proceeds to call her a little niglet. And my daughter was flabbergasted, didn't know what to say. And guess what? I didn't know what to tell my daughter, okay? And it hurt me. It hurt me bad. That's what made me come up with the purest form of stupidity. Because I could have told my daughter, hey, just call her a white niglet, okay? But guess what that would have did? That would have made her just as evil as that white lady that called her a little niglet. And I said, no, I don't want black people being evil like that. I want black people being superior to racism. That's what I want. That's why I came up with the purest form of stupidity, because that's what racism is, and that's what it's always going to be. Okay? All we have to do as black people is adapt this concept. It's plain and simple as that. Start using the tool. Okay? Start mollywopping that ass with this purest form of stupidity tool that Phillip Earl West just gave you.
Y'all hear it?
Charleston.
Because it's a different point of view that might make you understand and look at the world a little bit differently. Like some people will
Black people, you're welcome.
look at it differently. That's cool.
You never
But it's-
heard them say, don't call me nigga, but they said, don't call me a boy. I ain't a boy. It was a difference. Don't call me a boy. To make you feel less than a man, they didn't say nigger. They said boy. We have to go talk to our elders. And I didn't mean to cut you off, homie. Nigga, we gotta go. That's why I love them niggas, homie. They took me to grandmama's house.
You can't cut me off. I respect it every single time. There's never a moment where I'm like, this motherfucker cut me off.
Homie, we gotta go tap back into the nigga, the elder, the grandmama and them. That's where the resources lie. That's where the freedom lie. Nigga, that's where all the answers to the questions to solve the family's dysfunction lie. Is with...
I'm 54 years old. Yeah. So I'm that elder that you need to be listening to. I'm that Uncle Phil, okay, that you need to be learning from. Yeah. Charleston, right on the money.
The old. But nigga, we ain't talking to the old. We think the new go lead us the way. The old got us here. Because when the world shut down, we got to go back to the old. Nigga, what? Using flashlights, candles.
FM, AM radio.
Come on, homie. Beans, rice, perishable, non-perishable canned goods. We're going to have to go back to the old. Sewing.
Yep.
Come on, homie. We can't abandon the old only to listen to all this new shit these new motherfuckers telling us as if they know it's factual and work for real and they read it out of a book. Grandmama and them couldn't read, but the things they know to do work, but they couldn't read. They could barely read, but they knew how to keep life together. They knew how to feed. They knew how to love.
Nurture.
So we've abandoned the components and the elements that they had to get us here and to develop us. Look what we doing our kids. We not developing them like us. They smarter, but they weaker. And they not wise. They can't live on their own.
Smarter but weaker.
Nigga, you couldn't teach these kids couldn't go get their own apartment at 16, 17 and be driving. They can't. They weaker.
It's true.
So, nah, man, niggas don't know the Puerto Rican brother is our brother too. He the Afro-Latino. He just got dropped off right there. Yeah. He was the slave nigga too, got dropped out right there.
Mexicans too.
Yeah.
That's all it was.
Dropped off in the Caribbean.
That's all it was. That's why we fight against one another when we have to live amongst one another. Nobody fights more than two brothers. Nobody fights more than two brothers, homie. Nobody's jealous of each other more than two brothers. Well, mama, why he get that and I ain't get none? Yeah. He got a bigger piece of pancake than mine. His pancake bigger than mine.
He ain't get whooped like I got whooped.
Come
what
on,
happened?
That's true.
Come on,
Yep.
homie.
Start nitpicking.
Yeah. Yeah, I get it. Yeah, I get it.
We can do better.
It ain't the color. And so I'm telling people, nigga, I want to get all black people together, nigga. But nigga, it's gonna be some niggas that don't like us just cause we black and how he grew up.
Just cause.
So you gotta look for your kind.
Yeah.
You gotta.
Nobody's gonna get along. There's no race where everybody's gonna get along. Okay? You're always gonna have somebody that don't like you. And so that just is what it is. And that's anywhere you go. And that's any race. It does not matter. Okay? We can't make everybody happy, and we can't make everybody like everybody. That's not how the world works, okay? But we can be more aware, okay? We can have pride in who we are, okay? And what race that we are, okay? And we can stand up for ourselves, okay? And that's what I'm on here to do. I'm on here to empower my people. I'm proud to be black. Always gonna be that way. And I want my people to be proud. Okay. So we're going to stop it right here, folks. Listen, if you like the content, remember, like, comment, and subscribe. Until next time, peace.